I'm going to do a song that was my favorite from back in the day. Back in the day, back in the day. Sorry, I'm nerding out up here. I don't know. I decided this year I'm just going to go with the flow. And just, again, social media, like sometimes, I don't know if you guys feel it, but sometimes I get on there and I'm just like, yeah, I'm keeping up, I'm doing it, yeah. And then some days I'm like, oh, wow, I am like, because it makes you feel that way, right? So those days I take a pause, I step back, because, you know, this is a fast-paced world we're living in, and it's like everything's right here. And I wasn't used to that. I'm not used to this. We were not used to this, you know? We had a break. Like when you had a bad day at high school, you went home. You shut the door, and that was it. And you talked to your friends on the block, and that was it. You didn't have to put up with those other people, you know, for a minute. So I come from East LA, so sometimes it wasn't good. I had to take a break, because there was girls like, I don't like you. I was like, I don't even know you. What is happening there? So, you know, it's just bullies, right? But you had a break. You went home and you didn't answer the phone. There was a thing, you know? And then sometimes when I got busted, like for smarting off or whatever, I had a thing about so. I was like, so? So my Uncle Ron's out here somewhere. And he could probably tell you how my dad was like, if you say so one more time, and I'd be like, so. So I got busted, so, and I say so a lot. But it was a thing. And sometimes when I got, you know, busted, that was when I would go in my bedroom and do the best material. I would just sing in the bedroom. I was on stage. I was already living my dreams, didn't know what that meant, but I was working it out in my bedroom. So, you know, a lot of this stuff was meant to be, right? So I kind of look back and go, they thought they were punishing me. But I was doing my best in my bedroom. I think my mom, she quickly caught on. She was like, I don't think this is working anymore. She's having a good old time back there in her bedroom. So, but I had a chance to invite my friends to this particular video, all the way from Norwalk into Hollywood, which was a thing, that was far. And I said, gather around, come on, we're gonna do a video and all this jazz. And they all drove out there. And I don't know what happened, but somebody else had cast all the beautiful people from Hollywood. So when the video started to roll, my friends were on the side looking at me with a bunch of strangers. And I made it up to them though, for I think we're low now, 2019. If you saw that video, I think they might actually play it tonight, I'm not too sure. You know, I took them to a bar, because they're a little older now. And I was like, little bar, and then you gotta dance down Ventura Boulevard, and they out-danced me in this video. They were having a good time. But I remember the glares that I was getting from my friends, like, and I don't know, but it ended up being my favorite video. Because it was Venice Beach. It was everything that I knew about California. I'm a California girl. It was everything about our youth, going out on the beach and having that, just that little bit of trust for a couple hours. And that's why we have the bump boxes out here. Remember these? Lovely devices. These guys, I'm endorsed by these guys. So we've upgraded the bump box. And you can find these links on my page on Tiffany Tunes if you're interested. They are all for charity, by the way. But they do come with like USB and all the jazz now. But we didn't have this, we just had tape. And we walked around with these heavy things, remember? And we had these at the beach, and we would play our tunes, and we would do a bonfire. So I'm setting you up for this next song, because it really was that magical for me. This was my childhood in California. It's a song called Feelings of Forever. on, where are my singers? You didn't know I was going to make you work a little bit, right? Where's my singers? Hello. Up there.